Hi, I think this is working now. I hope. I won't know until I play it back for myself later, but I'm going to trust that it's going to work. I'll try to look at the Twitch chat. You're here. Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad you're here. I figured I'd just be doing this by myself tonight. This is good. This is very good. So I'm going to try to and play this horror game called Rise of Insanity. It just came out. Maybe it came out a year ago. I'm not sure. The Steam thing is weird because people keep bumping stuff up to the top of the Steam just released list and playing kind of tricky, fast and loose with that stuff. I thought this was a standing up one with motion controls. It's not. It's a sit down. I think with just the gamepad. So I'm gonna try it with just the gamepad and see what happens. This thing's all warmed up. It's already feeling pretty warm. I've been trying to fix stuff for almost an hour. I think it's all going, so I'm going to jump in and do it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. This is where things get weird. We're going to... Hello. Rise of Insanity. Let's see if this works. It seemed to maybe work before, or else it may have wrecked all of my audio. This might be the reason the audio wasn't working. I'm not sure. Oh, great. And of course, things are super angry with my motion controls being way up here. Maybe that will... Okay. So I'm going to try and do this with the gamepad, see what happens. I get to actually kind of sit back, which is okay. And I'll jump and check the chat as we go here, just to see if stuff is working. Hello, monitor 1. So let me know if you can hear the stuff that's in the game. There is some music right now. I think it's gonna be okay. 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 We'll see if it makes me 2 feet tall here since I am sitting down. Or 1,000 feet tall. I'm gonna quickly check a couple of settings just to make sure. It has moved. Okay. I think it will hopefully all work. I'm gonna turn on subtitles. I think we're okay. I think everything will be alright. As long as you can hear the music that's happening right now and my voice as well. And I don't know, I had to change some settings on how loud the game kind of audio is coming out. So let me know if you can hear, the way I'm speaking at all. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure everything's okay. If it isn't, then we'll see what happens. Wait for that Guardian system to give up. Okay. Okay. Great.
Keep calm. Relax. And calm down. Calm all your senses. My name is Dr. Stephen Dara. You are here because your disorders started to get out of control. You ceased to behave normally, and disturbing thoughts took control over you. You will undergo my original therapy. I will show you the film I created. And at the end, you will tell me what feelings you have while watching it. And if you saw anything worrying.
watch my student film. I'd like to hear your notes. And maybe you'd read my screenplay. Does your uncle still work at Warner Brothers? Yeah, definitely epilepsy warning is good on this one. Were you disturbed by the loading screen? How did you feel when the hourglass came on the screen? Did you think we optimized this at all? Are you 1,000 feet tall? Okay, so it looks like we're playing as the Doctor now. Things move kind of strange. So is the audio working? Can you hear things? Good enough? Okay. I'll take good enough. I'm gonna have to probably play with audio stuff some more. If I can, I want to try and start doing this, like, I was thinking maybe a Tuesday, Thursday streams if I can
The
swing
patient's
it.
data. Edward, 41 years old. Day, September 1st. I know Edward as far back as I remember. He worked as a gardener in our neighborhood. From the preliminary interview, I got to know that he suffers from a dream disorder. He has constant nightmares and can't sleep well as a memory disorder. Sometimes he doesn't remember what happened a couple of days or hours ago. I have some suspicions connected with his case, but it's too early for the detailed diagnosis.
The voice acting is not bad. I have a really weird vignetting over the screen sometimes, but it's a little noticeable, but it's not a big deal. So nothing in there. This game's got kind of an interesting look to it. Except you probably can't see it on the stream, but I have these weird vertical, almost like Venetian blinds across my vision. I don't know if it's something that comes out. I doubt it comes out anywhere but in my own vision. So you can run with the one trigger. It's, yeah, the smooth turning actually seems fine in this. Maybe it's because I'm seated, but I don't get any of that sort of motion sickness like I was starting to get on that in that Pros game. I've seen this stock photo quite often. I believe that's a Russian family on a free stock photo site. Oh man, that's funny. I love it when I recognize stock photos. There's this one lady, she's you see her everywhere for, sometimes she's wearing a headset and she's a customer service agent, sometimes she's a happy lady at a spa. I see her everywhere. She's it's funny. I don't know if she even knows that she's this prolific model that sort of, I've seen her in every country I've gone to for all sorts of different businesses and things. It's just hilarious. She probably got paid $50 to do, a few days of modeling for a stock photographer, and then now she's everywhere. Okay. It's pretty cool. Like, the way they've rendered this is alright. That's gonna be a trouble later, I'm sure. I don't think I could go in anywhere over there. So I'll just go down the stairs.
The family's tragedy. A mother and child were murdered, and the violator was...
Reminds me a little bit of PT there. Buddy, your house is not good. Every single room is a crime scene. I've heard that this game is not too heavy on the jump scares. Hopefully that's the case. The Madness Symphony. I don't think we're supposed to go in here, but... yeah, the weird overlay on the screen is still there. I wonder if it's a weird Oculus thing, though, because it said this game said it sort of was only partially tested with Oculus. Oh, it's the TV. I thought I could hear growling, which didn't make me too happy. Dear Mrs. Dowell, I would like to remind you that you gave me a free hand in the development of one part of the garden. Therefore, my decision was to mainly plant dahlias. I've accentuated them with clematis flowers? Great. I surrounded everything with white poppies. You will be delighted. Edward. Lots of flies in here. I never get these games that let you open a bunch of cupboards with nothing in them, and then all these other cupboards you can't open
Honey,
anything.
Please turn off the TV. It's gonna be stormy.
Where are you? Turn off the TV yourself, lady. Yeah, I never get this thing where it's like you can open one set of cabinets and there's nothing in there. Sweetheart, remember that you are on duty today. Oh, is that the liquor cabinet, maybe? Hey, before you go get sauced, remember you got shit to do. Get ready for spooky. Oh, it's the phone, which is out here somewhere.
Am I talking with Dr. Stephen Dowell?
Yes. Caller, go ahead. The loading screens are weird. I wouldn't expect to have a lot of loading screens in this, but I do have a creaky chair, unfortunately. My yoga ball got punctured by the kitties, so I'm sitting on the creaky office chair again. It is nothing certain. Please come to the morgue for identification purposes. Sure.
Patient Edward 41. Day September 11th. Patient has told me about his dreams where he tries to murder his wife and child. As far as he said before, he's a bachelor, and he hasn't said anything about children. It could be some traumatic memory from his childhood. I have to get to know about it during our next meeting. It is a harder case than I expected. Some symptoms indicate that the patient can possess multiple personality. But these are only suspicions. I have to ask my friend, Abraham.
See, you can open one, but not the other, and there is nothing to look at in there. Oh, I hit the recenter button. Oh boy, this is a long one. Dear Abraham, I apologize for not having written so long. I was occupied with family and work matters and did not have enough time. I trust that you are okay. How is your wife, Berta? I currently have a case of a certain patient, Edward blankety blank. He is 41 years old. He is reporting problems with sleeping and memory. I noticed he seemed to have certain minor tics. There are times when he suddenly and strangely moves the small finger of his left hand. He told me about a nightmare that has been haunting him for some time. It is the only dream that he is able to remember. He told me he had attempted to kill his wife and child in that dream. However, he was not able to do it. He constantly wakes up before the very end. It is very strange because Edward is actually a bachelor and does not have any children. What do you think of this? My assumption is that these are the beginnings of schizophrenia or multiple personality disorder. However, you are the only one who has more experience in psychopathology. Okay. More shit in a cupboard. Oh. That's not good. Check this door quick. Great. Reminds me a little bit of the hospital from Exorcist 3. Which is creepy. Great. Here we are in the morgue. Jeez. Nice place. How do I... There we go. It's a rubber... It's a rubber ducky. And that's like a dead bird, maybe? It is really hard to see. I don't know. I never know what I see in those things. Toy train this time. It's very dark in here. The old... Oh. Uh. Uh. Do I know how to solve this? The key to her heart is located where your journey began. Awesome. That doesn't mean anything to me. Fuck me. I can't see anything well enough. So there's doors there, but there is a chain across them. Oy. Let's just go. Can I just go? Yeah. It made me jump a little bit in my guts. That's what these games always do. They always make you backtrack. And then... It's fine. Fucking Jesus. Check eyesight, room 6. Great. Thought this game wasn't supposed to have... Well, somebody knocked all that shit out there. Fine. Oh. HAS 629. So I guess 629 will do it. At least, there should at least be a night watchman who walks around and drinks coffee with you in any of these places. You'd never be alone in a hospital. Did any of those scares get you? Fuck this. I'm running. It's fine. I always love it when people... Oh shit. Yeah. People always say, oh, games don't rely on any jump scares. It's really good. And then you forget that every horror game is nothing but jump scares. So this is, I don't know, searching for a match of somebody with dental records. No match. I don't know what these buttons all do. I get a weird knocking noise with this one. Sure. Okay, let's just get the... Oh, great. What? Yeah. It's fine. It's just bloody. Fucking Jesus. God damn it. Any of that getting you? Voice could be a little louder. Let me see if I can fix that quickly. Take it quick. Get out of here. OBS. I'm going to turn my... Whoops. Let's try that. That might boost me up a little bit. If I start clipping though, let me know. I'm going to go a little bit lower. Just in case I'm starting. Just kind of putting me near the... Come on. There you go. 1.5 might be good. Just kind of putting me near the clipping line. I don't want to turn up too loud in case I do manage to lose my composure and shriek a little bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is my controller working? Okay, yeah. There we go. Okay, this is exactly like Layers of Fear, which I haven't played yet. But, like, being stuck in a room and then it's probably going to change when I go the other way. Oh, I probably should have read that thing first. Oh, I am flying with my face. I think as the bird. Oh, ow! Oh, come on. Controlling that with your face, not great. Where the bird looks, you look. Okay, let's try this again. Being seated, though, it's not the best. You know, everyone just loves to do a flight game with their face. Don't hit that wall. Good thing I'm sitting on a rotating chair, else this would be much harder. Hey guys. Weird. And now I'm facing the wrong friggin' way. Hi over there.
Honey, gain control over him, please.
Okay, I'm gonna get my get myself back to where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, it does remind me of Layers of Fear, at least what I've seen of it, where it's almost like little, you know, you do a little thing, like almost like a little vignette, and then it, you know, you lose your sight, and then you wake up somewhere else. I'm not going in the greenhouse. We'll come back to it. Oh, well, maybe we'll go in the greenhouse. I'm sure it wants me to go in the greenhouse. Probably a jump scare in there. Oh, okay. So you got your child crying in there. This game, I think, just also came out on the PSVR, which I think would be a, you know, sitting in one spot with a controller works perfectly on that. Awesome, just a dude digging a grave. I don't know if you could see that; it's kind of off in the distance. There's a guy just digging a grave. I'm sure he won't scream and turn into mist or anything.
You shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Who throws a shovel? Honestly. Is that stupid rubber ducky again? I wonder if that's a collectible or something. Yeah, so on Steam, this game is on sale this week for something like $5, $5.99, and then I think it might be over $20 or at least over $15 at the PlayStation Store. So I figured well, whatever. I figured I'd pick it up on here. I've been buying everything on the Oculus just because I get a little better fidelity in this headset. Although now that Oculus is like kind of given up on high-end VR, at least right now on their one that they put out, kind of regretting that a little bit. Kind of wishing I had, you know, if I'd gone with the Vive, then I would have been inside the Steam VR architecture, and that new Valve Index wouldn't have been too expensive.
Daddy, play with me.
No. I'm not looking at you. Stupid kid. Ghost child. Where's the border between dream and reality? What is our life? Is it that what is dreamt, or that what we dream about? Huh? Tell me, dear Susan, what would you do if you couldn't sleep? Would you be able to take control over the dream that does not come but haunts you? Asks Eddie. Okay, so here's a death certificate for their son. Who was strangled.
Daddy, why did you allow him?
Why did... Get ready for the jump scare. It's coming. I always hate waiting for the scare. Fucking goddamn it. Makes me get like tingles in my legs waiting for this.
Daddy! Daddy! He's here! He's back!
I wonder if the people who made this, if English is their second language. There's been some weird, just some weird translation kind of issues in it. Nothing major though. Struck me as like Eastern European maybe. Great. Theodore is a very talented child. He's very calm and he has the character of a dreamer. The only thing that disturbs me is the shadowy shape, which often appears in his drawings. It's probably a character from a comic or something, nothing to be worried about. Mrs. Johnson. I just turn and wait for the jump scare. There it is. Stupid. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Oh no. This is probably somewhere I have to like run to the lights. Back and... Yeah. No. No. Yeah. Wait a second. Oh no. Oh no. I really hope that's not one of those... No. This is the kind of thing that will make me not play this game. If I have to replay parts for no good reason. Gotta go get some fuses from this huge basement. This is the biggest staircase I've ever seen. Yeah, this is gonna go great. That was the cutest little mouse. I know it's a rat, but it was the cutest rat I've ever seen. There's Theodore's shield. Sword was upstairs. I'm sure there's no jump scares at all in here. Yeah, I'm sure nothing's gonna happen. Oh, is this a really bad puzzle that's coming up? Another duck. Must be a collectible. That must be which way you're supposed to put the knobs, the valves. I can't do anything with them right now, though. I'm sure this door will slam shut or something. And then yeah, sorry, I'm kind of quiet when I play these games. I speak quietly because I'm always thinking I'm probably about to do a bunch of shrieking. Yeah, so keep myself very low key to get around that. Disturbing effects of new treatment method. The treatment method for severe psychological disorders by Dr. Stephen Dowell is based on applying strong visual stimuli to the patient. It is aimed at putting the patient in a hypnotic trance, during which he stands face to face with his fears and deepest thoughts. The result of the treatment, however, are far from expectations. So far, following therapeutic sessions with the doctor's films, patients have plunged into apathy, depression, or experienced epilepsy attacks, continuing a long time after the appointment. The main association of psychologists is watching Dr. Stephen Dowell with anxiety. They plan to meet with the author of this controversial research. Yeah, that would be troubling. This is back from Abraham. Dear Stephen, my wife is very well as usual. Let's move to the essence of the case. You should remember that we have had a similar case in the past. It was the case that you took active part in. We were overworked. You might have forgotten. I think that you should, with the use of suggestion, help your patient to finish the dream. Hypnosis can be too invasive. Try to ask him about his past. Accepting traumatic events he has experienced could be the starting point in merging his different selves. Looking forward to your next letter. And probably now a jump scare. You've read 3 things. Now something needs to dive out at you. That looks like a fun kabuki mask. That's a big spider. That is a big ass spider. I'm sure nothing will jump out at us now. I don't know what that's... What am I doing down here? I assume I was supposed to be looking for fuses, because there is a fuse box upstairs. I know I'm just waiting for the next jump scare. Ugh. I hate these games where you're walking through a house slowly at night. Is it waiting for me to look at all this other stuff maybe? I had to re-look at all this stuff before I could trigger something. That's another thing that annoys me. If you make me replay stuff and I have to re-look at everything. Now as far as I know, I cannot walk in here without being booted back. And I assume that's because of the fuse box. Can't go upstairs. Oh, there's something in there. Dear Mrs. Dowell, I am very pleased that you fancy my floral composition. I received your comments and further recommendations. I will plant rhododendrons as per your wish. I will have to drive my car in front of the greenhouse to move the seedlings. I hope you do not mind. Great. Yeah, let's go back downstairs. Perhaps something will trigger this time. I was hoping to kind of blast through this game and not just walk around doing nothing. Nothing in there. Just a spider over here. Oh. Fuses. I can't possibly walk through this mist. It's stupid. That's a stupid contrived thing. What did that thing look like again? Two sides pointing in, two other sides pointing out. Puzzles! Get ready for jump scare. These games just really telegraph that crap. You can feel the pacing is... There we go. So everything's okay in here now. Ooh, with an ominous light coming through that window. This thought. It's an ominous light.
Patient Edward, 41. Taking some pieces of advice from my friend Abraham, I established that Eddie suffers from a very mild split personality disorder. The other personality hasn't shown yet, and hasn't taken him under control. There are only problems with memory and mild tics. I have to think about the kind of therapy I will apply.
I think I just heard one of my cats jump into the bathtub, and that worried me more than most of the stuff in this game, which is okay. I don't like being scared. Lots of pads are still there. Shadowy figure. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm ready for it. Give me your stupid jump scare. I don't know if there's something else I was supposed to do there. Nah.
Hello? Steven? Are you here? Steven? It's Eddie.
All good? Everything all good? You all good? Cat scare. Good. Skip that loading screen. What time is it actually? I may have to feed my cats. 11:44. They're all good. That's something.
Daddy, I'm lost.
Oh, I'm back in the morgue again.
They said I lost my figurines. Please find them for me.
Oh fuck. A game I really need to play is that a chair in the room. It's pretty coolly rendered. A Chair in the Room is made by the people who, the folks who made the Exorcist game, which I really enjoyed, and still don't know how I finished it. There's like a lady walking there. So yeah, A Chair in the Room. I really want to try that one out. I hate when they make you. Should we? Oh yeah, these are horrifying figures there, kid. Nope. 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 Don't want to hear a sound of a Jack-in-the-Box kind of thing. Looks like a set of lungs. God. Friggin'. I get too paranoid playing horror games. That thing gonna... I was supposed to find his toys, though. I don't... I'm gonna just say there were no more. Getting a little warm. This game's starting to stress me out. Because I haven't seen a big jump scare again in a while. So I am getting paranoid now. Well, eventually I'm gonna have to go down there, aren't I? I could hear the lift went. I can only play horror games that have 0 enemies in them as well. So I'm hoping that they don't surprise me with something that chases me, because I can't do that. I like how the 30 has been added in later. Women receives? See, yeah, the English is a little funny in this, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Get that a lot. VR development right now seems to have a lot of like outside of North America stuff development, which is cool. Because I like to see the way people do things, you know, the way they look at games is different. Which is quite interesting. I'm looking for these toys. Dear Stephen, analyzing your previous letters and observations, I believe the problem is connected with blank. Please give it some more thought. I'm worried about you and your family. When I come back from blank, I will visit you and we will talk. P.S. Send your wife and child someplace. Make sure they are safe. So yeah, it's probably going to be that the doctor is the split personality, Edward is a split of him, he killed his wife and child.
Patient Eddie,
Possibly.
41. Day. Having acquainted with the traumatic Eddie's past life, violence in the family, and pathology, I've decided that I will use a less invasive method of treatment we can handle without hypnosis. The confrontation with the past and dreams connected with some mild anxiolytics should be enough. I think that finishing the dream, so killing the wife and child, can join his split selves.
Yeah, only good things can come
All
from
we
that.
need to do is wait and observe.
I need to oil this chair. It's got a little squeak in it. Okay. So, I don't like that. fucking squeaking. Let's turn the run button on. Oh, okay, so the gurney got wheeled away. Great. Something about going down steps, any sort of steps, in a horror game is really creepy. Even if you're going from like an upper floor to just a main level floor, it's still kind of creepy. God, this hospital is real, very dour. Hello, hello. Oh, the break room.
Breaking news. As the investigation has shown, the police have established that the brutal murder of the family of the famous doctor of psychology was caused by the local gardener, Edward S.
Not Edward S. Anyone Edward S. Oh, another one of these. 2 people given a high five over burning fire. Oh, there's another creepy ass toy. Great. Hate wind up toy sounds. Always just waiting for that next jump scare. Always. Oh, great. Bathrooms are never Thank you, stupid fucking. What if I don't want to do this? Yeah. I can't believe I made a noise to that. Blech. There's gonna be nothing in here. Oh, a ducky. Collectibles are stupid. Uh-oh. Fuck it. Fucking goddamn it. I'm really angry. I'm very unhappy right now. Ah, cool. It's just like The Shining. Someone should make a Shining VR game. Oh, cool. Now I'm in a... Oh, God. It's like Big Trouble in Little China. When that Shining sequel comes out... Ah. This is like a Scooby-Doo thing. Or Benny Hill, maybe. That's a cool effect. I don't know. Am I supposed to be doing something? Oh, that's... Yeah, that was really bright. Oh god, another flying as a bird thing. Anyways, when that Shining sequel comes out... Oh, it's a short one, luckily. What's it called? Dr. Sleep? That should have a VR game.
Thank you, honey. But why?
Thank you, sir. May I have another? What the hell is that? Oh, a broken lantern, maybe? Oh, yeah. That's the car you need? Seems fine. Yeah, seems fine. Doesn't seem like there could be any problems here. Oh, wait. See, ever making you play something a second time, so you can't go in there? Come on. Yeah, so your light can stop something. Some of the bad things. I don't know. This thing where you step into the wrong place and it makes you restart the sort of level. That's lame. Super lame. Well, let's go see if there's a... Oh. So there's 4 pages. It's a Slender game, it turns out. No. Shadowy guy. The digging thing. I don't know if I have to find 4 pages of what that's saying, but probably. This is a horror game. The gardener was a bad guy. Okay, so this is from Eddie the gardener. Sometimes I suffer terribly because I have to restrain myself. When I see you preparing dinner, holding a beautiful knife in your hand, I imagine us, together with cold steel in your bowels. I look to your beautiful eyes, glazed with tears, and your life slowly fades. I dream of giving you a last kiss on your fading lips. It's not good. That's a bad thing. Okay, well, that's it in here. I don't mind the way this game looks. They did a pretty effective job of how it looks. Like, that's cool with the cherry blossoms. Okay, so now I don't... See, now I don't know what to do, because last time I went in there... it made me do this all over again. There's got to be something I'm maybe missing. There we go. Nothing. Awesome. Oh, okay. So it's saying turn on the headlights. That's supposed to be this van for some reason. So I have to find something to fix the headlights with. Video games, right? Found another ducky. And a capped over well. Is there something back here I can use? Okay, I better go check that shed again, I guess. There's nothing here. At least with all these areas being so small, you aren't running around forever. Like when I was playing the Paranormal Activity game on VR, I think the game actually glitched out at one point, and so I couldn't find the thing I needed to continue on. And then because of that, I was running all over almost an entire house looking for things. And I'm not a fan of having my time wasted or feeling like I've had it wasted. I don't like this spiky zone. So it was a real piss off to be trying to play the Paranormal Activity game. Hey, I can go fix it now. I heard the swell of the sound. I knew it was coming. That Scanner Sombra game uses very similar sort of just a figure to scare you like that, but it didn't anger me like this is angering me. Headlights. Achieved. Oh, that's not great. Oof. Yeah, when your gardener is doing this in your place, you know it's bad. Bad news. Dead boy buried in garden. As a result of an ongoing investigation, the police have found the body of Theodore Dowell, the son of a well-known psychologist, was murdered and buried in a greenhouse on the premises by gardener Edward S. Okay, found a wind-up mouse. This phone should start ringing any minute now.
Come for me, please.
That's not
Mom
good.
is lying here. She is so cold.
Yeah, like what's that accent he's got? Sounds like maybe could be a lot of things because it's subtle. Could be German, could be Norwegian, could be some sort of, you know, Scandinavian. Hard to say. Could even just be Russian. I wouldn't be surprised if it were Russian. There's a fairly healthy that's not good. Fairly healthy development scene in Russia. That's probably not what you want. Ooh. Oh, hi. That's not what you want to happen. It's just, that's a really good, like, loud noise that went very quiet. Where would Mummy be? I assume she'd be in the kitchen, but what the hell is that? Unforgiving crows. That's weird. Weird sparkle to it. Animal psychology. Animal psychology? Cool. Ducky. Shucky ducky. That's a creepy ass bear. Right there, I'll tell you. I feel like we're getting towards the end. Oh, can I go upstairs now? Oh, I can. Let's... Oh, wait, the kitchen was... I assume she'd be... Because the note was all about when I see you preparing dinner, I... Okay, so that's... underwater. Is that a dead rat on there? It is. The heck is that? Oh, galoshes. Oh. Bad man galoshes. For the bad man. I feel like we're getting to the end of this thing. I feel like we're pretty much there. Famous psychologist accused by the Committee of Ethics. The experimental method of... Let me just get myself... Well, where'd it go? The experimental method of treating severe psychological disorders developed by Dr. Stephen Dowell has been raising controversy for a long time. After sessions conducted at the doctor's, the condition of patients significantly deteriorate, yet Dr. Dowell is convinced of the procedure's correctness. The Maine Association of Psychologists has conducted interviews among the people examined with the use of Dowell's films. The investigation led to the former patient who has committed suicide following his experimental sessions. The young girl threw herself under a speeding train. The psychologist treating her is known to have hidden all traces and methods leading to the patient. The doctor has even gone so far as falsifying the autopsy files to avoid consequences. The Medical Ethics Committee has put Dowell's right to exercise his profession at stake, and the injured family has announced legal proceedings. You'd think since they outright say, hey, we know he falsified autopsy records, you just take action. Nothing at stake, just take away the guy's license. That's all you need to know. Oh, I can see something there. Can't get to it though. It's one of the tape recorders.
Patient. Data. Today is 28th of March. March. No. Weird case. Only experimental methods. Only experimental. No.
Oh.
Why him? Why him? I don't know. Weird case. Weird case.
The trailer for this game has this part where he says weird case about 14 or 15 times, which made me really laugh when I was looking at the trailer for this game. It's just lots of little shots of walking down corridors, and then you hear him saying weird case, weird case, which was you kind of get a kick out of that. Memory, this one says. Oh, and then I was supposed to get the thing from here. I kind of gamed the system there. I'm gonna just jump over the railing, you idiot. Stupid. It probably didn't look scary. I always get this crazy chill all the way through me, though. No, now I have the like slow motion. That's cool. That was neat. Sort of his world falling apart around him.
On Wednesday, his dreams did not allow him to sleep.
I like this effect that they're doing. It's cool.
So on Thursday day, he visited the doctor.
On Thursday day.
Confessed so deep. On Friday night, he did what the doctor told him to do.
Oh no, he made his dream come true.
On Saturday, he did not have his family. He did the do.
Whoa, that was actually really effective.
The Sunday morning, he slept dull. The doctor was right. Nightmares have gone.
The floor dropping out from under me was actually pretty effective. I love VR. Nothing is like the Marshmallow World. This Marshmallow World, this looks like maybe a whole lot of textures have not loaded in the Marshmallow World. This doesn't seem right. For sure. This seems like you should... Seems like something is wrong here. But I'm okay with it. Oh, hey.
Is Dr. Stevens. Original
Cool. Okay, this is just the same note about the dark man and the dark figure in the drawings. There's a book it. Holding the run button.
Honey, gain control over him, please.
Oh god. So this is the 17th of August 1973. Teddy's 3rd birthday was great. The party was held in our garden. All dishes and desserts were made from fruits that we picked there. The only thing that got me worried was that Stephen took an active interest in Teddy's mental development. He's only 3 and his father is already forcing him to learn to read. I have to talk to him. And then nowadays, that's pretty standard. Where's the border between... Oh, wait, this is just the... Read that before. I'm not going to read that again. Wonder what would happen if you went back. Probably nothing. I always wonder that sometimes. Especially when you're a part that makes you charge forward. Did they think to put anything... to either keep you from going back or to give you something there? Go, Teddy. No, he just kind of ran right off the end of it. Let's run. Ah. Oh, hello. Hey, shucky ducky. It's fine, there won't be any jump scare here. Fuck it. Nope. So Gorn 1.0 is out. I need to do something with that. I need to play through that entire game again. So I've probably seen like 80% of it.
Steven, can I get into the bathroom for a while?
Yeah. I'm not gonna stop you. Let's get this knife first. Let's look in this cupboard. Didn't get to look in this one before. Yummy Yawn toasted pastries. Is that called the band hammer? Or the man hammer? Band hammer. It's internet humor right there. I'm gonna run to the bathroom here. See what's cooking. Not the bathroom? Nope. This is where the magic happens. So this is April of 75. Due to too many responsibilities, I don't have time to take care of our garden. I've asked Stephen to help me. I have somebody to help, at least that much he can offer. That's all I can ask for. The next day, I can't stand these maniacal attempts to make a genius of our child. Stephen is out of time, out of line. Taking our child to hospital and then testing him with mental development methods is a sick fad. Sometimes I think this marriage was a big mistake. I will drive Teddy to his grandma. He could use a little break from his father. Just make it so you can't open the stupid drawer if there's nothing in it. Forever open doors. Oh. I didn't like that. This must be the bathroom here.
Honey, bring me the towel from the bedroom. I forgot about it completely.
Yeah, hang on. From the... It's a tiny little towel. Nothing scary is gonna happen. I have mixed feelings about our relation. Stephen is my employer and I owe him a lot. I know this is not a discussion to be held through a letter. Let's meet in the garden in 2 days, the usual spot. Oh, that's not good. Hello? Lady?
Hate him! What is he now?
Hey, little buddy? No? No. Is there another ducky in here? I just want to say Shucky Ducky again.
I'm staying at my parents' house with Teddy tonight.
Trouble in paradise. How we doing? We good? Everybody good? We're all good? Life's good? I'm gonna have a quick drink of water. Oh my god. I can see slightly out the nose hole of this thing, so I can sometimes get my bearings. Sounds like a ceiling fan is running. Why let me open it? Look at the stuff again. Ugh. That's blocked off again. I just want to leave the hospital. Just let me leave the hospital.
Research theme. The test of the therapy increasing the intelligence among children. The subject of the research, Theodore Dowell. The first attempts to increase IQ, I started using suggestion and manipulation methods during REM sleep. The subject handled the experiment very well. I began the observation and started the manual visual tests phase.
The voice actor caught the typo on that one. I can't get into that thing. I think I heard the back. I want to see what the wonder if I have to find the probably have to find a projector reel. See what terrible things he was showing his son to try and make him smarter. I don't want to go down to the morgue again. I don't want to. Great. not turning around. Great, that's broken. Oh, that, yeah, the darkness is there. Great. Friggin' great. Friggin' great. Go to hell, you stupid. The fuck is this? Oh, there's a reset button. Oh, it's one of these stupid. You press the button and it did it. Did it. Don't know what it did. Don't care. Yeah. I'm sure everything's fine. Found the light bulb. Found Jack. Shit. Blah. Why did I even come down here? I should still do something here. You do something here, you friggin'. Was it something with this stupid... Oh, something came... Oh, I didn't see that at all. So that'll open that... I'm glad they had the foresight to say, hey, people, in case they missed this key, let's not make them run all over the place. Otherwise, I didn't know why they sent me down there. This will open the little chest. I thought we were right at the end of this thing. It's only supposed to be 2 or 3 hours. What's gonna happen? Just run. Don't want to see anything. Ducky. Dear Abraham, it's all gone to hell, my entire plan, all of it. Everything was based on suggestion and on an attempt to manipulate dreams in the REM phase. I was testing on my son, Teddy. I thought it would not be harmful, that I had nothing to lose. On the contrary, I would be the one to form the first genius in the family created with this method. His marks at school are higher indeed, but he lacks empathy. I started to be afraid of the darkness. My wife forbade me to continue my research. Why did I even attempt to try this on my son? I'm abandoning this project and sending the materials back. Thank you for them. I will not need them anymore. P.S. I might have an interesting patient soon. That was just stupid. Oh. Now it's doing that, like, the room keeps changing, the room keeps changing. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fucking Jesus. Let's just see, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I just want to walk through this. Surely this is the end. Once I figure out how to break the cycle of this. Ah, yeah, see, this is nice. I want to just do this. Oh yeah. Cherry blossoms. Trees look nice. Look at those nice mountains. Just gotta figure out how to make it so that the bird-faced man can't mess my stuff up anymore. Wait, is that what it meant when it said I need to break the cycle somehow? Is it just cutting a... Is there actually a cycle, or was it just a translation error? Oh, that's pretty. That's really beautiful. Yeah, is it just I need to figure out how to break this chain? I thought you were actually going to be breaking the cycle of psychosis or something. Oh no. Hey. They should make Proteus work in VR. That'd be a neat just wander around in a landscape kind of thing. Can't tell if the shadows are just popping in or what. Throwing me off. It makes it look like it's becoming dark, but I think it's just popping in landscape and shadows. Firewatch would look cool in VR too. Got this sort of palette. Oh, there's a boat. Yeah. It's cool. These things are doing like a Wango Tango. Little wiggly worms. That's where I found them. Doing their sexy things. The strange sessions with Teddy have allowed to obtain the outcomes that my husband so strongly desired. Is a toxic father-son relation worth it? Teddy is no longer as happy as he had been before. He has become very afraid of the darkness. On one hand, this is normal at his age. I truly don't know. I can only rely on Eddie, but he seems strange recently. 2 days later. I've been trying to improve my marriage, but the complete lack of Stephen's interest is just killing me. He is constantly talking about his new treatment method. I feel imprisoned in this relationship. I cannot see any future for it. I knew it was a bit reckless, but I am beginning to feel freer with Eddie. I enjoy the interest that only he is giving me. Whatever, man. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. Do I have to steer this thing? Ooh, look at the fish. A weird fog. Back to Marshmallow Land.
Therapy increasing the intelligence among children.
Children's among children. I can't read that, so... Teddy's third birthday was great. The party was held in Aragon, but we already... It's like it's almost like it just gives you a chance to read some of the notes that would have given you a little more lore in case you missed them. It kind of feels weird if you've already checked everything out.
Happy, just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance.
Well, I'm right in the garden. That's probably the same thing. Yep. Just in case you missed it. No more wriggly worms, though. Yeah, shoot books at me.
The subject handled the experiment very well.
Sure. No. You're at a trial.
I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell and Theodore. I hereby open the trial against Edward.
Hey guys, how's it going? The Breed and Birds Taxidermy by Richard Birdman. Pick the right profession. Hello? Hello? Hi. Hello? Hello? Oh, here we go. Well, this kind of keeps on going. This kind of just keeps on going. I mean, you gotta make it long enough. If you gotta make it over 2 hours so that people don't just finish it and return it on Steam, right? I mean, that's not absolutely what their motivation is, but I'm sure. Sure. It's jailbreak, baby. Interrogation protocols. In the case of the murder of Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell, suspect Edward Shuberty. Interrogation conducted by Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson. After many attempts to make contact with the suspect, we still do not have any information. The accused is constantly smiling and indistinctly repeating a sentence that reads, "The nightmares have stopped." His gaze is absent. He does not maintain eye contact with the interlocutor. Okay. He probably does not make anything of the position that he's in. Without the presence of a forensic psychologist, we are not able to obtain more information. It is assumed that the case will be closed with an insanity plea. See who was behind the mirror.
Good. So maybe you would tell us about your authorial therapy. What do you think, Mr. Dow? Can you hear me? It's better now, isn't it? So, can we continue? Great. Did you know that Susan Dow was pregnant?
It's kind of neat. I'm gonna break that. So yeah, he definitely... He sees human beings as different. John, I know that tomorrow is Bowman's shift. I hate this font so much. So I've hidden the key for the door switches in a safe place. Don't tell him anything. Let's drive him nuts for a while. Awesome. Hey, I know that this is a video game, so let's make people search for crap. That's weird. That's neat. Wonder where they found that. Oh, shucky ducky. Wonder where they found that old advertisement for an ambulance service. The underside of a race car. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh no. More locks. That's all you ever want in a horror game is a bunch of locks to open. In the case of the murder of Susan Dowell and Theodore L. is a witness interrogation of Stephen Dowell. The suspect is shocked. There is no rational contact with him. He is understandable in his position. He hasn't said anything new. After the murder, there are many different comments from the psychology world in the press. The witness has only mentioned that his therapy for curing a mental split disorder had been very ineffective. He hasn't commented on that. Cool. Yeah, what's with all these weird wartime ones? Like, the other ones were for warning you of the symptoms of poison gas. Oh, here we go. So turn it to the right. And then turn it to the left. And then turn it to the right again. Am I supposed to know fucking Morse code now? Oh, Jesus. Oh, great. See, let me have this in front of me while I'm looking. Okay. 3, 2, 7. 3, 2, 7. Right? Right? 327? Is that Folgers? Fresh grounds. 327. 327. I'm pretty sure it's 327. Let's try 327. Wait, which way is it saying me to turn it? Hang on a second. 327. 327. 327. Right, left, right. 327. Wait, what did I say? Right, left, right? That's right, left, right. I'm sure it was right. Whoops. Oh, fucking shit. Okay, 327. I don't know if I had to go all the way around or not, though. Oh, yeah. Jump scare? Is it time for a jump scare? This is the thing about when a game makes you get super bored. It's usually because they're about to mess with you. Get ready for the jump scare. Right? There's gotta be one. Hello?
Listen, Bowman, give me some creeps, Doctor. I won't manage alone.
That was This game just keeps going. The examination conducted by the Dr. Maslow's team should not be taken into consideration during the investigation. Dr. Maslow could influence the examination in order to help his friend, Dr. Bandura says. Dr. Dowell was known for his controversial methods of treatment, and the fact is that, in the past, he has probably led to a patient's death. Oh, I smell I got my window open, and there's occasionally a skunk that goes somewhere in the back pathway and drops a load. I'm going to close this window because I can smell skunk. 1 second. Oh, I'm stuck on my chair. Wait, which way am I? No, hold on. I was doing it right. Okay. 12:42. Okay, cats will hang in there for another 15 minutes, and then I will feed them. This has got to be the end, right? Because now we're coming to the courtroom, which is the final thing you saw in Marshmallow Land, right? Any more duckies? Any more duckies? I'm addicted to getting them duckies. Oh. I can't read that. The June issue of Psychology Something. The tragic events from my friend's past had a very bad influence on his mental health condition, says Dr. Abraham Maslow, friend of the accused, suspected of manipulating Dr. Stephen Dowell, which in turn has led him to murder his family. So yeah, okay, so it's all kind of coming together. Abraham is Dr. Maslow, and he provided him with the stuff and told him to carry out his fantasy. I deny the rumors saying that Stephen pretended to have a mental incompetence. I've examined him. He was also examined by other psychologists and psychiatrists who were strange to him, Dr. Maslow adds. Run around, look for them duckies. Oh, I can't go past this point. Great. I'll just go back here, I guess. There's no duckies. There are no duckies.
I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell's murder. Do the
That's kinda
prosecutor
cool.
and counsel wish to say anything before
Sees
the trial
all
starts?
other humans as these
I
masked
would like to
people.
enclose the report about my client's insanity to the evidence, as well as recordings made by Dr. Dowell during the therapy.
Mr. Edward, could you tell us about the relation that was between you and Mrs. Susan Dowell, Dr. Stephen Dowell's wife, that tried to cure you? I would like to enclose documents from Susan Dowell's autopsy to the evidence. Basing on these, Your Honor, as well as the jury can get to know that the victim was pregnant with the defendant.
Everything was all screwy there. Was that the evidence up there?
I open the trial against Stephen Dowell about malpractice against Edward that caused Susan and Theodore Dowell's death. Do the prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial has started?
My client, as a doctor, always takes care about patients' welfare. In the enclosed evidence, Your Honor may read about many difficult cases that have been cured by the defendant. He was trying to cure his protege at any cost to ease the pain.
I would like to enclose to the evidence the description of one therapy conducted by the defendant, which, as we can read, also finished with a failure. The girl, with similar illness like Edward, who under the influence of the therapy made suicide.
And did the defendant realize that his wife was pregnant, not with him, but with Edward?
Oh! Snap. You got done dirty. Oh, gotta go answer that phone again. Where was it? Oh my god. How much is left of this game? It's actually been less than 2 hours, hasn't it? It feels like this has been dragging on forever. Is that a shit in a toilet? Oh no, it's a pipe. How does that supposed to... Anyways. Hey, they shouldn't give this guy a pencil, should they? And a nice leather couch? I'm just...
Steven, can I see you in my office?
Yeah, sure. Oh wait, so... Oh, I thought this was for some reason I thought it was a padded cell. Nope. Yeah, wait a minute. I like this place a little nicer. Always with the TV. It's always a hissing TV in these. Okay, let's run to the office. Might be about done. I haven't even had a hint of any motion weirdness in this, which is kind of surprising with some of the... Sometimes the smooth turning just works. Maybe it's the frame rate. Murder. Oh yes, this is all the things put together now.
How are you feeling today?
Surprise, surprise. Okay? You did it.
It's time to show you something. Let's go to the next room. Have a seat and make yourself comfortable.
You're gonna show me a disturbing film. Of course you are. It's gonna be exactly the way it started. I'm gonna show you this thing.
Our relationship started to pass away suddenly. Steven treated me like a lodger, unwanted person, with whom he lived because it was a kind of interest. And I started to live on memories and projections that were so beautiful in my head, so perfect. Steven was in them like years before, like when we moved into our new house and we planned to make a big garden, only for us. These memories made me stronger, helped me to survive and wait for tomorrow with hope. First time, I thought that maybe I'm only dreaming, or the projections about him became ridiculously strong. He came to me like
totally
before, smiling, happy, with sparkles in his eyes.
Oh God.
Similar situations repeated in the next weeks, and I, instead of looking for their source, was waiting till my loving Steven came back, just for a while, to feel like before, like years ago. At the beginning of our relationship, Steven often told me about interesting things from the psychology ward. During his studies, he met with the case of a patient with multiple personalities. I remember well this case because it seemed to be very exciting. So many different personalities in one body that differ in IQ, beliefs, talents, and even visual acuity. I hid my husband's illness to meet with Eddie, his second personality, to feel happy just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance, we often met in the garden. Today, I again talked with Eddie. He is in very bad condition. Steven's therapy started to even scare him, he says. He must make terrible things to be cured and finally take a breath. As a last resort, I will send this recording to Abraham.
Yeah, even in a, basically not even a 2-hour game, it telegraphs that stuff long before the game decides to tell you about it. Oh, the room has changed. It's upside down. It's all fine. What other game did I play that was like this, where everything moved upside down? Oh, great. Get ready for the jump scare. It's fine. Shucky ducky. Room 1408. Is that like the Stephen King? Wasn't that Stephen King movie? Room 1408? Am I crazy? That's right, isn't it? No, the kid's fine. I don't need to go in there. Oh no. That's trouble. How's it going? There, kid. Yeah. It's bad things. Very bad things. Shifts like that are always really effective. Oh, cool. That looks neat. Crows on the grave. That's cool. That was neat. That's kind of neat. Well, might as well let this go through.
My beloved house, drowned it now.
So yeah, this game is, I think I'm not sure if this game is playable in both VR and non-VR or not. It's only about $6.
In the dark,
I will not share my thoughts on Steam Community, but that was an alright game. Yeah, so that's cool. So that's a nice little short VR thing. I don't know what else I'm going to try and do if I'm able to stream more this week. I've got company in town for about the next 7 days, so I may not be streaming much more this week, but if I do, I will it should tell you on Twitch when I go live, and hopefully I won't have any more audio issues like I had before. Today it took me almost an hour to get that figured out. Hopefully it's going to kind of be behind me, but I am going to call it quits for the day. I think I had this on too tight. I feel like my face is too much stuff on it. It's pretty good. Yeah, the game's definitely worth about $5. I wouldn't have paid. I would have felt bad if I paid, especially when you look at the PSVR price of it. I think is like somewhere between $15 and $25, which is too much, way too much. I wouldn't pay that for it. Oh, that's my microphone on here I was talking to, so it probably sounded weird there. But yeah, I'm gonna head out, have a little sleep, feed some 3 kittens here, and and we'll talk to you later. Oh, look, I accidentally left the overlay on the entire time while I was doing that. Oops, that's supposed to be like that. Whoops. But have a good night. Thanks for watching, man. Talk to you later.